Moving into the second map of Dust 2 here. And right now, we've got TeamOne one map away from making it to the grand final. This is a dream come true for many of the TeamOne players who have made it so far and grinded so hard. But now, it's time for them to shine on Dust 2. It's their map pick. They won Rebirth's pick of Inferno 16-14. And now we expect an all-out war.
It's usually what we get on Dust 2, James, and this is why we love it. Some maps are heavily tactical. They're closed. They're a game of patience. For Dust 2, it's a different kind of ball game. It's more oriented towards skill, opening, instinct, and maybe dreams for TeamOne. They've started not the best way possible. Pesa has been heavily tagged on, but it shouldn't be too detrimental. I'm looking at the defense. It's a 2-1-2 setup, but it's somewhat of a lean towards the B bomb side. So Carson, with these two flashes actually, could help out tremendously his teammates. I'm looking forward to seeing if the flashes will be used and how they will be.
B push, one of the hardest sites to retake on all of CSGO. But it's all about getting in there first. And Curry, well, he puts the stop to that initially. He's looking to do some more, but he's fluffing a good few shots there. He's allowed them their way in, and Carson, he's the last line of defense, but he's quickly dealt with. Two players remaining in Phantom and 4-Pack. They do have a kit to play with, but they have no utility. That makes it oh so problematic. Phantom wants someone to make a mistake. He wants someone to poke out. The low HP player in Barton is just looking straight up at the window, waiting for someone to go through. It's a ticking time bomb, quite literally. But the time is nearly running out for the CT side. And Rebirth, oh, the dink comes in. Phantom, he's going to get pushed away. And at this point, 4-Pack might want to try and save the armor, but it's not going to work out. They swarm him, they take over him, and TeamOne execute the B pistol push perfectly.
The flashes were good for Rebirth, but we have to talk about some of the whiffed shot we've seen. Unfortunately for Rebirth, even though the flashes are perfect, they do not make good on them. They do not benefit from the situation. Malbs again striking. 3 kills in this pistol round. He's been one of the most impactful players of which we have talked about on this desk, and he continues. So excited to see more of this young player, this young talent. And on a map like Dust 2, I have the Deagle action in mind, and this could be another one for the books, another one for the records for TeamOne. They go up against the Force Buy.
Those Force Buys on Inferno was something special. They created a lot of back and forth. Oh, Barton, you didn't quite see that. Ooh, it's awkward, it's painful. I hate things like this. Because Barton's like, no, I know I should get it. And then he gets pushed, he gets cornered off in the dark. And he'll lose his Galil out to the CT side. It's only a Galil to work with, but they've got the Scout as well they'd previously bought anyway. A good amount of utility could be problematic here. There is a nade still in hand if Malb wants to throw it down to short. It does go on out, but it doesn't really connect.
Rebirth.
Oh, they just saved it. I love that. I actually love it.
I thought for a second they were lining up the flashes to retake, but it would have been complicated, judging by the armory and the resources for TeamOne. So Rebirth, they're taking it easy. Deep breath. That round is lost, but they think they have a better shot at the next round. And as you said, we can only appreciate it. We too often see teams throwing away their equipment, throwing away their weaponry, trying to retake sites that are impossible almost. It's not going to be the case now.
Now for Rebirth. It's how you work with an extra weapon in this one. You've got the Galil to play off of, on top of the Scout. Then you've got a couple of upgraded pistols now in play as well. No armor on 4-Pack and Exotic, but it's not the end of the world. Maluki trying to get a tag and a frag up down mid. It's beautiful when you see it hit, but it's not so often that you get to see it hit.
It is quite rare. You asked what to do with the Galil. Well, Rebirth have provided with an answer. They put Carson towards the B-bomb side, hoping that it's going to be the point of attack for TeamOne and that he can maneuver that Galil 4-Pack. Being a little bit curious towards A-Long, will pay the price of about 87 HP. Good flash towards mid, pushing Exotic off the angle. He still finds a shot. We know these scouts can be ever so deadly. Another one onto Maluki. That's 100 HP taken off for now. But Barton dispatches of Curry, and here is the Soul Galil, the Soul Rifle. Carson has to be so careful.
The start we hope TeamOne would get, but they have to get the job done right here. Up against the Scout, up against the Galil. Deal with armor as well from Phantom. Starting in a good position right here. Good flash coming in. The timing is perfect. And now this A side is getting swarmed by players on the T side. Phantom, though, not getting checked, getting two. Can he get a third one as well? Yes, he can. Fantastic done by Phantom. 2 players alive now. He's getting another one. Not this time around. Pessa takes him down. 4-pack down to 13 HP. Good smoke right here. That was a flash, sorry. Does the job regardless. Barton in a good position as well. Just have to connect one shot right here, which he cannot. 4-pack gets a kill. Pessa will have to do it 1 versus 2. Pressure from 2 sides, and there we go. Gets jump shot out of the server, and I don't know how mature. Phantom doing a fantastic job, but not a single player on the T side checking ramp right there. That is a bit of a, I don't want to call it miscommunication, because honestly, I have no idea, but it's a mistake and a half. Let's put it that way.
They got absolutely blindsided by Phantom's position. That's the equivalent of driving on the highway, blinking to the left, wanting to take a turn, and not looking straight next to you. Phantom was close quarter combat, and for some reason, no one thought to peek him.
And the key thing, though, as well, is for TeamOne, not only did they not check ramp, there was no molly thrown towards it or anything, but as they pushed in, they all were lined up, right? So he didn't have to hit too many amazing deagle shots. They just needed to be close together. They gave it away to him. At this point, Rebirth seemed to have more success with upgraded pistols than anything else.
That's the story. Maluki is going to lead the charge and change his opinion. I was about to get very excited at the prospect of this AWP charging on through the smoke, but they think better of it. Now the question becomes, how much did Curry hear of that raucous towards the B side? Do they know about the AWP? Well, now they absolutely do. Exotic bests his opponent with the big green. And that's a strong tell. That's a great signal to hear an AWP. And TeamOne, well, they're sticking around.
And this can be a make or break round, at least for the next few on both sides here. Orb shot being missed. Exotic luckily got the backup of Curry, but they deal with him straight away. And again, they've brute forced their way in.
They don't take no for an answer, James. They suffer the first frag. They just regroup, recollect, wait a little bit, and strike again.
Phantom, though, he had a fantastic deagle round. This could be not the one he wants to play into. They're spraying it out. They're getting it done, but they're very low. Barton now with an AWP in hand couldn't protect his teammate. He's stuck in the back sight. Shots going out towards him, and that missed. That makes him pay the price with his life. Defuse comes in. Rebirth get the second. And for TeamOne now, you got the plant down. Oh, sure. It came so close.
Phantom is a tank.
Yeah.
He had absolutely no doubt in this situation. Just charge right on in. Look at this. Never had a doubt in his mind. He went straight for it. Sure, that was a messy fight against Mobs, but it doesn't matter. It paid off. Double kill for him in that retake. And he might have just changed the entire course of this map. TeamOne were so close to break their opponent's mind, finances, streak, everything you want. They were on the brink. And now Rebirth, they find another chance. They fight another breath in this game.
One thing that Rebirth have got is resilience. They never give up. They never did when it came to Inferno. The rounds we were seeing coming out from them, the rounds that should have been unwinnable at times. And once again on Dust 2, this seems to be the case. Exotic is firing back, but he needs to deliver more than just that one. And straight away, it's a scout only, but Maluki gets it done. Carson, he's trying to fight, but Barton's there as well. They're all in a great position, and a CT pushing through the smoke is not what you want to be doing when they're pushed up forward. They're pushed up on you, and TeamOne again abusing this B-bomb site.
You have to give it up to the entry fraggers of TeamOne. The amount of time they find the opening and they push on forward is insane. Rebirth, they have been able to fight back through insane individual plays as Phantom going in through the smoke. But this time around, everyone was in place. They punish whoever is running through the smoke CT spawn, and it just looks silly. TeamOne have an uncanny ability to open up the rounds right now, and you say it. They are heavily focusing towards the B side. But is it going to be forever? Are they going to change the pace? Is Rebirth going to adapt, but one step too late? It's like a game of chess. You might be just a little bit behind, and now TeamOne could see just as much on the A side as they did on the B side.
A key word you were just saying there, though, Maniac, right? Is not entry fragger, entry fraggers. Because TeamOne's second and third wave pop off just as hard in opening up the rounds.
They're so deadly. You know, whenever they decide to take a fight, you can see, I was using that word before, they have no doubt.
Yeah.
They're going in. Too often you see players making 2 steps ahead, 1 step forward, or rather 1 step backwards, jiggle peeking just a little bit. They don't care for that. They go for the duels.
They're willing to take the fight and take it straight to them, that's for sure.
Fight me.
This has only been the first 5 rounds, and look how wild it's got. 4-Pack's got the saved AWP in this one. Upgraded pistols, a few flashes to play with. The T's taking it slower. 4-Pack, though, maybe gifted some opportunities. He's not looking out towards mid at the moment, but little does he know there's some players down in lower dark.
TeamOne are quite content to just take it easy right now. They have full long control. No one is peeking at them. I'm even getting a little bit nervous about Pesta moving forward alone. He's got the backup of Malbs. But that is it. The move has been engaged for TeamOne. Phantom completely blind. Beautiful flash. PRT dispatches of him quite quickly. And just like that, the round is over.
Yep.
I like your approach from TeamOne.
And I'm also got to give a lot of credit to Rebirth, though, of knowing when not to fight, right? Because they are backing away. They are saving on to what they've got on many of these occasions.
Oh, look at this.
I like
A
it.
little bit of a nerdy angle. Boosted. In the door crack.
Barton, though. He needs to be careful.
I want him to get a kill. Please, 4-Pack, get a kill. You deserve it.
There
you go.
it is.
Gotta be rewarded for that theory crafting.
How many people got killed by that in matchmaking and gone, she's cheating? Now you know something.
I don't think I've ever seen it before. Have
you not?
It's the first time. I think it's the first time I've seen it. Then again, I'm old, so my memory might not serve me well.
It's a sneaky one.
It is very sneaky. I think Simple has been doing it towards mid to peek towards T-spawn. That I knew, but I didn't know about this one. Whoever built this door really made a huge mistake. Like,
yep.
Surely that is not good craftsmanship right there.
You left a centimeter in it. Imagine the draft that would come through.
What if it was your house and you're heating up the floor and then the heat just goes out? Come on, think about the ecology right here. That's a huge bill in electricity.
Love the innovation, right? It's a cool peak. Curry happy about it as well. 4-Pack finding some impact again with AWP this time around. Didn't result in a round win. PRT out towards long and finding the opening. It is a full save coming in from Rebirth. And in a round like this, as we talked about so many times, as we're nearing in the grand final, the cleaner you can win these, the more economy you can build up in a round like this, the better. And TeamOne, they are looking to do this as clean as absolutely possible. There we go. Malbs finding a kill and is now up to Carson with a USP, no armor. Even you on your best day, James, probably wouldn't get a kill here.
I would.
Oh, you would?
Yeah, I'm pretty
How many?
I'm good at eco kills. I'm that sneaky little turd in the back.
When everyone says, guys, let's go as Pendulum on A, you're like, no, I'm going to go B, I have an idea.
I just find the low player and like, tick him down.
Give me the bomb. I'll do it.
I'll tuck my way in the smallest corner. Surprise! And whiff all my shots. Wow.
That is a surprise. That's a surprise.
5-2 though. This is where Rebirth need to have an answer. They need to have a fight back in it. They can't allow the same old split to really make them pay the price, and it's gone up to short. Malbs going so fast. This is Fast and Furious, Part 9.
I told you that after breaching on the B side so many times, TeamOne could just change up the pace, change up the idea. Rebirth, they have the right amount of bodies so far, but will they have the kills? Will Phantom be able to stand his ground from pit? He's got the cover from Pack on the car. He's burning. Huge. He cannot stay. 4-Pack, he's pushed in. He has to go for the fight, and he's waited. He falls into the trap of Maluki.
That is so smart. TeamOne, a step ahead.
They're in the Matrix.
That was just perfect. The molly burnt him to half health. He had to move, and he goes, okay, I'll back my team up another way. I'll take the fight. And instead, Maluki's just like, I knew you were coming. Pesadillo dealing with the rest of them. Carson is all alone. I'm loving this Dust 2 from TeamOne.
They displayed that cheese for the mouse, and they were just waiting for it.
What type of cheese?
Emmental. Emmental was street. That's what we say where I'm from. I'm not going to go into Swiss German mode because we'd lose 99% of our viewers in about 2 seconds.
Just give us French. Everyone likes French, you know that.
French is definitely more sexy than Swiss German. That is no doubt.
What is Swiss German? Is it like a
it's a language in itself.
So you do have a bit of a language there.
We do.
I thought you guys just didn't have a language.
There is no Swiss language, but there is a Swiss German.
So you stole a bit of German and made it awful?
They switched it up, yeah. And German people can't really understand us. So we just picked
So it's just a language made for...
Yeah, pretty much made up, just like Danish, right? It's the same.
Pim's not paying attention.
I'm gonna give you a Swiss German word.
Okay.
Be ready for that one. That's a word.
That just sounds made up. Just sounds made up.
That is not made up. I guarantee you it's not.
You're just lying to me.
No, I don't. I'm not lying to you. I promise.
I've learned that there is a Swiss German language that no one uses.
What do you mean? Nobody uses?
Did you learn it in school?
No, we don't. The official language is German.
So
not Swiss German.
So it is a made up language then. No one's even using it.
Yes, they are. It's just not formal. Oh my god.
So at what point would you learn it and use it?
I think the kids just learn it. That's how they talk with each other. And then
can you speak fluent Swiss German?
No, I worked in a Swiss German company. I can get my way, right? But I would have to think. I'm better in German.
But they know German, right? Still,
they do. Most people know German,
and they just speak Swiss German to be convoluted.
That's how they do it, right? It's dialects. How it works.
Is it in school? Do you have German in school?
Did you just listen to the conversation?
School is German.
Yeah. I was listening. I was paying attention, James.
You sure?
As I always do. Yeah. At the beginning, I didn't find it that interesting, so I had to jump in when I found it interesting. What I do find interesting, though, Matthew, is the fact that TeamOne are looking very good right now on the T side. The pacing is good. They're changing it up once in a while. Maluki, I feel, he hasn't played a great game so far. To be fair on Inferno, he didn't find as much impact as I would have expected. Same here for Dust 2 so far. Still early days, though, but winning without him playing well, I think, is a healthy sign for TeamOne, because we saw how good he was the first time around. So if he all of a sudden steps up, that's just another player Rebirth will have to deal with. Showing a bit of depth within their squad right now and showing that they are the favorites here on Dust 2. This round here is very important for Rebirth, as are all the other rounds, because they have to make a stand now.
Otherwise, it starts to look really bleak for their chances. And it's not just the round score, it's how TeamOne are playing. Right. Rebirth aren't in it at all.
They've been one step behind in most of these rounds. And now again, if we keep an eye on the defense, very clearly, Rebirth are expecting some sort of B split.
Look.
Do they even know about the jump? Yes, they did. 4-pack finds a kill.
There we go.
Steps in massively. 2 kills found. Despite the flash of Maluki, he's going to go in for a third. He is taking charge of the situation. And Rebirth will put an end to that streak. They strike back. 3rd round on the board.
3rd round on the board, but also 5 alive in that round. Curry coming up huge, backing up the orb in mid. Dominating, there we go, 1st, 2nd, and then look at this, run and gun on the 3rd. After the AWP already got 1 and we saw the final kill towards B. But now it's about repeating it, because your loss bonus was built up, now you've won a round, now you can be reset. PRT already looking to force his way through long. Few shots fired towards him, will he expect the player close? Flames go down, he misses it. He's not getting any backup either. Pesadillo, you got to help your teammate out. Oh, they saw him. And that's not good at all. They gave too much away. It got too crazy at the beginning.
For once, it looks messy from TeamOne. We have been giving them rightful praises all across the board in this first half of Dust 2 because of how they approach these rounds. But this time around, it looked a little bit messy. They missed the mark on that one. Now it's on to Mobs and Barton to try and have some sort of impact, to try and find some kills. And needless to say, Curry has other ideas. Barton is now alone with an AWP. He's got no friend to play with. He's basically Pablo Escobar, waiting for someone to come play with him.
Just waiting at home.
He's just waiting.
Oh, there we go. Curry's feeling it now. He's had a couple of good rounds. He's got going. He's got moving. And now this is something where we're looking like it's competitive. TeamOne needs to slow it back down, though, in my opinion.
They take another round right here. I'm with you. I'm with you. If they go down here, the money could become a problem for TeamOne. That is, of course, the money looking good on the CT side for Rebirth. Once again, Maluki finds his way to an AWP, but I need to see some impact. I was so impressed with him the first days. We watched him play. He was so good. Him and Barden with the double op setup. But in particular, Maluki, sorry, was doing a fantastic job. Malulu. See, this looks like a B explosion to me. 5 players towards the B bomb side. A smoke coming in. Carson, he's going to see a lot of action if they do decide to go here. Waiting out for the smokes, it seems like. But when you're waiting this long inside, they can get red. Backup is not coming in. 2 players towards the B bomb side. Carson will have to do it by himself now.
He's snuck on through. He's running into someone.
They must know. They must know.
Oh, take a shot. What are you doing, boys? How does no one know?
Call him Mr. Invisible, because they have no idea what he was doing. He just snuck it in the smoke.
I've never seen someone run into someone for so long.
He done him dirty.
He was obviously trying to like strafe around them and they were just dancing. I'd love to see an overhead view of all of that.
At what point do you realize that despite you pressing the W key, you're not moving?
I guess you can still hear footsteps around you, but surely you know they're not. I'm trying to make sense of that. I can't.
And so our TeamOne. They begin the tactical. They need to discuss the situation.
Stepping up, Barton went 7-1 in opening duels on Inferno, as well as his plus 16 scoreline,
Wow.
2.01 impact rating, and over 100 ADR.
Ace.
Damn.
That is ace.
All the
Barton.
stats. All the kills. All the impact.
All the rounds.
Well, it was nearly.
We don't know it yet. Dust 2 could still be a one-sided affair. In either direction. It started off so great for TeamOne, but we have to give it to Rebirth. They fought back and dug themselves out of a very, very scrappy situation. Now they have a real cushion. They have security when it comes to the purchases. They could afford to lose 1 round without any issue. And they have pushed TeamOne towards the pistol round, and it starts off the worst possible way. Pesadello did not make the cut. He was stopped at custom, and so is Maluki. Can I see your passport? Sorry, I can't let you in.
He's constantly not letting them in right now. TeamOne suddenly just been halted like this. The drop-off, it wasn't even from overconfidence either. It was just a really good round from Rebirth, where they shut him down and kept 5 alive, and it maybe just woke him up to, oh god, you know, sudden reality.
Yeah, sometimes you just need one of these rounds to feel confidence all across the board again. And it could take just one player. It was Curry down mid with a triple kill, with a drive-by at the end. And that could be the ignition they need. That could be the kick they need to wake up and together feel like a unit, feel like they can do it. And so far, so good. They have mounted a crazy comeback. And look at his 4-pack. He is feeling confident. He wants to take the fight. He's being flashed out of position. He could see a leg, but not able to connect. Short has already been taken by TeamOne, and their opponents are a little bit out of position.
There is a timing they can hit here. The CTs are out of position for a bit, but they can now get themselves into that same position with Curry backing up 4-pack here. Takes a shot through the door. Nothing's going to connect just yet. Maluki and Mulbs up on short. Phantom going to be the lone A-site defender with the A-long player pushed up quite far. I'll tell a lie, he's got one at car as well. That is exotic. I didn't check the mini-map at the time when I saw Phantom.
It's okay, that happens. And what's going to happen is an A-split. That's what's on the menu today in the restaurant. And Carson, well, he's got a full 3-course meal coming his way very shortly. He's going to have some help, and there he spots them. Flashes himself into the fight. First kill, great spray, but PRT answers back. It's now onto Exotic with the AWP. Missed opportunity, but maybe another one. He waits and pounds at the right timing. Misses another shot, bought and baited by Maluki. Phantom cleaning up crew. Beautiful job. Again, Rebirth, their defense, man, it's looking solid.
I'm really liking Phantom because he's not the player that needs to be like the star and pop off at every single time. But when it comes to him, he just handles his business. It's like, oh, you found me? Cool. I'm going to get on. I'm going to do it. You know, I'm not worried when I see Phantom getting pressured.
Bit of an RPK vibe.
Yeah, definitely. I got that feeling. What was wrong with my yeah?
Nothing, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
No worries. I gotcha.
I don't feel confident for Team 1 right now, though. Rebirth have just come alive. You don't often see this, but again, Dust 2 is a map that lends itself to this kind of play. Like, it went from back and forth at the beginning,
Great.
to domination from Team 1, to now absolute domination from Rebirth.
Yeah, they don't have a say in any of these rounds.
No!
It's not been closed by any stretch of imagination. It's been Rebirth all the way to the bank. But can Team1 fight back? The flash is decent. PRT will find Curry. And now the two CTs are completely out of position. They have to bend at the side. They cannot fight for it. Somehow, I see the Exotic wants to fight. I know it's a mistake, and he does now as well. It's a 4v3 situation. It's the most favorable Team1 have found themselves in at least 5 rounds. They have to close this one out. They have to take the advantage. And Pesadello completely caught off guard, allows Carson to fight back from Catwalk. 2 quick kills, and now they have the number advantage.
I'm screwing my face up here because I want to know what on earth Pesadello was doing. Your team were on the A site and you just start randomly running back into him. What was the play there on short? You've just allowed him a way back into this. Luckily, Barton's here at long. He backs his teammate up quite nicely, and they'll deal with a final kill. 8-7 after the first half. Team1 do just about pull it into their advantage, but they may not have deserved it. Let's feel that they deserve it enough to get the win as we come back after the break.
So I'm calling
It's 8-7 in favor of Team 1. But if you tuned in and skipped out halfway through, you might have been very confused because at one point TeamOne were ruffle stomping all over Rebirth and giving them no hope of a third and final map. TeamOne are one map away from taking a big win and moving to the grand finals, while Rebirth, they're fighting for survival and fighting for that third map. And that fight right now is not looking so good as these USPs are dominating. Curry battles back and he's not done quite yet. He's the man of the moment, the man of the hour. He's the man on a lot of NA players' lips. Whether it's in a good way or a bad way, you got to respect his work ethic. And you got to respect some blind shots like that. Fair play, Barton. Just hold it. Oh, my Lord. He was looking to do it all. Curry may have found 3 kills up in this round, but 21 health and 2 players to find. He wants to bait him out into his clutches. Not going to be the easiest to do.
Well, he's got 3 kills to his name, but he's going to need 5 and the ace to win that pistol round. And TeamOne are pushing their advantage. Could they possibly outplay themselves? Curry, by being a little bit patient, by waiting at the right time, has completely duped them. And now he's sneaking in from behind. He's got a P250, and he might just see them. These are 2 targets, but the shot has been missed. Mouth strikes back, and I got very scared for half a second here.
Yeah, that was close. Close by Curry. Good to see him come alive in the beginning here. It was a 5 versus 3. Then he came in with the P250 and lower dark, hitting a shot towards Catwalk right there as well. That was beautiful. Third one towards Barton, who was doing such a good job. And as you said, Matthew, you know, you can't really falter TeamOne for grouping up together and trying to clear out something, and you can't really falter Maluki for dying to Curry right now. He is fired up. He was not playing too well in map number 1. We talked about how much we expected of him coming in because we've been seeing him play so well throughout the entire tournament. Inferno wasn't his map. He on Dust 2, he's definitely came alive. And that's a big, big win condition for Rebirth. Good job from Curry. Putting on some pressure already from the beginning of the round. Scout is down and the buy is not that strong. TeamOne. MP9s are pushing out towards middle, not seeing anything. Long has been given up. This ends up in a retrig. I am not sure if I want to bet on TeamOne now.
He's out of timing. Pesta making his way towards Gandalf. Wants to fight. He's got the MP9 and he's closed the gap. That could be all he needed. Waiting at the edge of that smoke. First kill being found. Another one through the smoke as well. PRT's chiming in, helping his teammate. Phantom with the Deagle can't make it work. And now Curry is pushed back far, far behind with the scout. And TeamOne have dug themselves out of a sketchy situation. Seeing Rebirth on the side like that make me think they might have done it. They might have taken the position they needed, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, Curry had to run it all the way back. He didn't want to fight out in the open with that scout. He put up a fight, but that's all he was able to do. Wasn't going to net him the win. Now a 3-round lead for TeamOne.
We saw that being the case on Inferno as well. They got off to a good start. Rebirth fights back. Now we see them getting off to a good start again, and if we follow the script from what we've seen so far, Rebirth, will at some point fight back. Maluki now farming a bit of confidence, farming something to his stats. You look at the ADR coming into this round. A mere 35. That's not good enough for Maluki, let's be honest. He was so good day 1, day 2. Tonight he hasn't been. But maybe a bit of MP9 farming and a bit of confidence when it comes to that helps him out in that way.
It's always good. A little bit of a smoothie
It feels
with
good.
MP9 kills.
Oh, look at this. Maybe a knife kill as well.
That could be everything the doctor just ordered. Curry just checking his left angle, and Maluki finds another one.
He was like, damn it, stop keeping your back to the wall.
Wait, don't move, no, don't look at me. Stop it.
Would have been nice, would have been good with a bit of extra cash in his pocket as well, but he can afford the AWP regardless, on to 10 kills, and as said, maybe with a bit more confidence now. This round is very important for Rebirth. Make a stance, make an impact, make sure you get off with a round to apply some pressure towards TeamOne.
Oh, look at this, they're being aggressive, and they might just find the timing. Phantom waiting, punishing Barton. Does he know that Pesta made his way to his left? If he doesn't, that could bait him into thinking the B side is his. Pesta, you have to be patient. You could net yourself a lot of kills. He's going for the knife.
No.
Oh, don't.
No.
My God.
Oh, my.
He takes the knife.
He doesn't take... Did he take the gun? He did upgrade. Thank God he got the AK.
That was so risky though, right? There could have been a guy lower. They could have rotated in towards the B area of the map, but he got away with it. Extra money in the bank. That could actually be a thing here if they were to lose the round, but Round is still going on. 2 players on half HP, and looks like Rebirth, they want to target this A bomb site where there currently is only 1 player towards A long.
This other player works his way up short. There might be an opportunity for him.
Ooh, missed opportunities for Maluki. We said he wasn't really feeling his best form in this game so far. And unfortunately for him, we have other examples. He strikes onto Curry, giving his team a fighting chance. The bomb just now making his way towards the side. But there is a lurk on lurk coming in. Carson is coming in from behind, but he might just pounce too late. Orbach has to stay awake for at least 10 more seconds because Carson is about to hit from long and the lurk cannot work. Pesa adjusting the spray, and TeamOne get away with a 3v5, a 3v4 rather, even though Maluki took a little bit of time to wake up.
That could have gone either way.
Oh, man.
Such a timing, such a chance. But Rebirth, they weren't able to make it work. That nade, that's going to be the pivotal moment.
Miss with the Crabble,
huge
you
money.
get the Stabo.
Oh, that's nice from Pesa, right? 3 kills in that round. Curry, of course, not happy about this situation, but why should he be? That was a good opportunity for Rebirth to get back into the game. Still a decent buy coming out from the T side right here. Plenty of utility, AKs in the hands of these players. They've been capable of doing a good job with him so far. Curry walking out middle. There'll be a duel right here. Maluki wins that one. Takes down Curry, going for his second one as well. Falls back nicely. And they play now 5 versus 4. Good nade from Pesa as well. He's been so much damage so far. He's stepping it up as well. He came alive. He wasn't playing that well on Inferno either. It's not fair to say because I feel everyone was playing okay, but no one really stood out right. But right now, Pesa stands out to me.
This is a problem for Rebirth. They've got to hit some mad shots if they want to make this work. The flash goes out.
Great.
He blinds them all out, but he can't jump on them just yet. He wants to be able to pounce, and he does it. Pesadillo, he is loving life right now. He's shutting him down, and only 4-pack remains. He's on his own. He can't stand strong. A 13th secured, and TeamOne will be crying tears of joy if they can make it to the grand final, because it's their dream scenario. It's what they've been working hard for, and they're one step closer.
And to be fair, if they do it in the fashion they're about to do it right now, they come into that grand final tomorrow with great confidence, right? If I were them right now, if I'm TeamOne, I want to close out the game 16-7. I want to have confidence, and I want to believe that everything we're doing right now, that's going to work again tomorrow. So I think it's very important, if you look long-term here, to win this game convincingly. Of course, winning in itself is important and the main priority, but if you can win convincingly as well, that will give you confidence for tomorrow. You cannot do stuff like that, though. Carsten with a fantastic shot. Melts with 2 kills towards long. A flash coming in as well. Third one going the way of Melts. Job done. Curry can't find the kill on PRT, and now it's only Carsten with a deagle. Good opening kill he got, but not enough.
Well stabilized. Very
Melts
well
is
stabilized
good.
TeamOne.
He's playing A long as well. He's playing A long.
He's doing it all.
He does it all.
He does everything. Spray, headshot, movement, flash, nade. He's doing everything.
Even waiting for the flash coming in from the teammate right there, right? That was calm, composed, and like watching Magic's siblings whenever they're playing down there.
Huge praises we are giving for Mouse, but I have to agree with you in the sense that he's been one of the revelation of this tournament. It's been a pleasure to discover him. And now Pesa and PRT together, forcing the issue, playing ever so aggressively.
This trading though back and forth, we've seen it many times before between these guys. Malbs, he might be able to strike when the iron's hot, but Phantom ready for his head to go pop.
That's the A side, James. That is the A side completely under control if they want to push it on. Maluki has to respect that Molotov. There's no way he makes it through. And I could even discuss the danger of trying in this round.
Yeah.
And I do believe they agree with me.
Smart move.
You don't want to fight this.
Oh, you
don't
say
wanna
that,
do-
though.
They want to take guns, maybe. I'm not against that, but like...
They have one flash. That one flash is everything. If Barton can flash his teammate through catwall, that could be a kill. But that is it for the hopes of this round.
Take the AWP and get out of there as fast as possible, Barton. If possible, of course. Not sure why you want to go for that duel. But okay, you're up 14-8, so there's a bit of wiggle room to go with, but I guess you want to optimize it all right. And right there, I think we can all agree that saving would have been the better option. They weren't really going for the round, I felt. At least they were doing it slow, and at that point, even if they were to get the kill on Phantom, there would have been a long way to defuse the bomb as well. Anyhow, 14-8, still a buy coming in from the CT side. They spent most of their money now, so if you Rebirth and you win this round, there's a chance Pesa, they're walking out middle, just getting a kill on Curry. Playing with confidence right now. 4-pack, of course, probably should have hit that shot, but 2 players running in front of him, that's a scary prospect for him, and maybe he was a bit confused about the whole situation. I couldn't understand why.
They want to march their way forward to this grand final in style, and they are not letting off their opponents. 4-pack goes down with the bomb. 2 left alive, and Rebirth are running out of respawns because the 15th's about to be hit by TeamOne.
That is it. 15 to TeamOne Esports. 1 round away from booking themselves a spot in the grand final, going up against Chaos, who we saw today struggle big time qualifying for the final. So if you're TeamOne right now, as I said, if you can win 2-0, if you can go out here, win 16-8 on your own map pick, you're coming into that final tomorrow with great belief that you can win. Let's see. 1 final score, rushing towards the A alongside Melps, not quite connecting this time around. PRT as well. Wants to keep fighting. Good smoke coming down, and I think they're going to lose out these duels.
Bursting through. They are bursting it all onto Maluki now. Ooh. A spot in the grand final is on the line. He finds 2 kills somehow, burning through the flames, but it gave enough time for Pesadillo to make his way towards Catwalk. He's going to be here on time, and so is Barton. A good flash grid allowing some kills. He's going to go in. A spot in the grand final. Only 1 kill, and it's up to Pesta now, finding the first one, and he knows he's in the smoke. Pesadillo, 16-8. Sorry,
what
I got excited.
Again? You should apologize. Don't apologize.
I love it.
What a play. What a game. Dust 2 was certainly the map pick of TeamOne, and they showed us why. There was no real answer other than on the first half that came out of Rebirth, and they really did struggle once they moved over to that T side. CT side, we saw this amazing effort thrown out by them, but boy, oh boy, that was a team worthy of a grand final spot.
You saw TeamOne play with confidence. You saw them being the better team throughout, and you saw Pesa all of a sudden showing up being the star of the team on Dust 2, a player we haven't talked that much about. Again, it shows depth within your lineup. It's a great set of players right there. They're a great set of team. Of course, they're struggling in times in the game, but when you're winning 16-8 on your own map pick, you're doing a good job per default.
I'm so excited to throw us to a break, because when we get back, we get to do an interview with this team, and it's their absolute dream to be in this scenario. They're in the grand final now. It's TeamOne, so make sure you're back here in just a few moments. We know what 2 teams will be playing in the grand final here at the DreamHack Masters Winter 2020 tomorrow, as TeamOne just dispatched of Rebirth. There's no chance for them to be reborn again, as TeamOne will be going up against Chaos in a best-of-5 grand final taking place tomorrow. They've got smiles on their faces as the dreams have come true, and they now have a shot of making it a reality by beating a team like Chaos. They have been grinding. We heard what Curry said about them. We've been hearing from the players across the week. This means so much to them, and they're a real team practicing together in NA.
Yeah, and they were doing a good job, let's be honest. They were doing a fantastic job tonight. First game got close. That was the opponent's map picks as well, so you can argue that. I think Rebirth did a good job as well, let's be honest. Absolutely. You know, there's a couple of players throughout the entire tournament I think we just have to give some final notes to. Curry being one of them, a fantastic player, doing a fantastic job yesterday, who is a big part of the reason as to why they even found themselves in the semi-final. 4-pack as well on Inferno was being super assertive, super aggressive, hitting a decent amount of cool shots, but more importantly, he was not afraid to play. He was not afraid to take away space from TeamOne, and I think overall he had a fantastic tournament as well. And then the surprise for me when it comes to Rebirth, Phantom. I think again today he played well, both on Dust 2 and on Inferno.
He did put up a fight, and I just want to give again the congratulations to TeamOne, because I feel like at the beginning of this tournament we had favorites, but these favorites were based on data. They were based on past results. That's the only thing we had to play with, right? And after a couple of days, I feel like TeamOne instantly became a favorite. The way they were playing Counter-Strike, how together they were playing, the deep roster they have, the fact that any individuals on a given day can make the difference, to me that meant favorite, and they have just shown it today again. That 2-0 victory, making their way to the grand final.
TeamOne put up a real team performance, and that phone's ringing, and I'm looking forward to this one. We've got Molbs standing by. He is ready, and I know he's going to have a smile on his face. Molbs, The dream has come true for you guys. You are in the grand final of DreamHack Masters Winter 2020. What does that feel like, man?
It is obviously amazing because, like, at least for me, my country is not that big, and even in esports is like super low. And being here is just a great experience. Is something that I'm very proud of it. And I just want to say thanks to everyone that has been supporting us, and you guys that have been supporting me especially.
Honestly, we've been a big fan of you guys because when we came into this, we were seeing a lot of problems, I think it's fair to say, with North American teams maybe not being as tactical, not sticking together for as long, having these crazy kind of up and down, more puggy performances. When we watched you guys play, we could see a bit more tactical, a bit more synergy style come out from yourselves. What do you put that down to? Is this just the kind of combination of hard work that's paying off now? Because even a lot of the other teams we're talking to were praising you guys quite highly.
Yeah, the thing with the other teams is that, like, they don't have that much of opportunities, like, on organizations, as you know, like Chaos, they're getting dropped off and that stuff. So it's like they're getting their motivation dropped. So with us, it's like we have been preparing to do great for our organization and for us by ourselves. So we have been training a lot and that stuff. So I think that's the reason.
Melbs, coming into this tournament, not a lot of us, knew about you, knew about your name. It's been a learning experience for all of us here at the desk, but probably also a lot of the viewers out there. Can you try to give me and the viewers out there a few words about where you come from, how long you've been playing Counter-Strike, and how did you become the scream of NA all of a sudden?
I'm from Guatemala. I'm 18 years old, and I have been playing like 10 or 11 years ago, since 1.6.
Sure.
And since I started playing like CSGO, I wanted to go pro. So even though I had to go to school and stuff, I always like grinded without leaving my school. So it was like I always did my homeworks and stuff while I was playing CS. So it's a lot of grind for me, I will say.
Yeah, it's a tough balance to obtain. I've tried it myself when I was in Dignitas. It was all about school and playing at the same time. Now, for the future, Melbs, what is that going to be for you? Are you going to go all in with Counter-Strike? Are you going to stay in school? And how much more of you are we going to see for the future? Because I got to be honest with you, and I think James and Matthew would agree, what we've seen from you in this tournament has been stellar.
Thank you a lot. And yeah, I just want to keep growing in CS and keep going further and keep representing my country and do my best for my family that has always been supporting me, and my friends also.
That's amazing. Listen, we talk a lot about NA and the situation right now, and it's not so easy, and I understand that. Can you tell me a little bit about what's the mood right now in the team, your motivation, your confidence in the future?
We're really motivated because like they never made it to like a great event or like at least this further. So we're really motivated to keep training and to keep looking forward to keep winning in these kind of events and also to win like the whole tournament. So yeah, we're motivated as hell.
Great. Look, a lot of people have told us that practicing is very complicated right now, but you come in an interview and you say you're giving it everything and it's working so well. So what do you do that other teams are not doing? How do you practice so well?
When we cannot find like a good scrim, we are just like focusing on our offline setups and stuff. Like we never waste our times. Like if we don't find a good scrim, we never say like, okay, day offs. We just like go into the server and find some setups, find some nades, and like we just want to go into the tier 1, you know.
That's awesome.
Now, Malbs, one final question from me here. Tomorrow against Chaos, it's a best-of-5 grand final. Certainly not easy either way. What do you think is the biggest advantage you have over them?
That we're not looking to move to Valorant.
They got us.
Great answer, Malbs. This is why we love you. We wish you the best of luck tomorrow, and we'll speak to you then, man. Go get some rest. Go get yourself ready.
Thank you.
That was probably the best
I love it.
I've ever heard in any interview ever. Not wasting your time, not moving to Valorant. This is a guy who wants it, and TeamOne is showing it on the server as well. I absolutely love that.
Yeah, I love it as well. What a class act. 18 years old, and he hits you with that zinger. He's got a future either way, right? I'm all down for that. Let's take a look at the bracket. Let's take a look at where we are after today, because there is only one more game to come your way, and we're kicking it off tomorrow. It's Chaos taking on TeamOne in a best-of-5 grand final.
Yeah, and what a game that's going to be, right? Because Chaos, I think, looking by the paper, you know, looking by the individual players and what they've achieved so far in their careers, they got to be the favorites coming in, right? But TeamOne right now, I feel, are the better team compared to where we thought they would be. So I think we have an even final tomorrow. I would expect, to be honest, at least 4 maps, potentially even all 5 being played out. And I don't think Chaos is just going to steamroll over TeamOne. I think it's going to be a competitive one with a little edge towards Chaos, just by the names that they experienced.
Look, 4 map is the best offer I can give you. We deserve 4 maps. I'm not going to take any 3 maps. That's out of the question. It's out of the window. We need at least 4 maps, maybe even 5, because I agree that there's individual talent in Chaos, and we have seen that on multiple occasions. But when you hear about this interview, it is so genuine. I just want to see
You wanted twins almost, right?
Yeah, I'm unbiased. I mean, I'm biased now. That's it. Biased caster.
You've become biased to TeamOne. There we go. We got it from Maniac. We're going to show you the top 5 highlights of today to round it all out with. And trust me, it is some good ones. We're starting with Marky here, another NA Hope. 4K AWP on Vertigo. This was a good one. We praised him highly because it was one of the rounds that saved the day for him.
Yeah, he was doing a fantastic job with AWP, to be honest. These shots are not easy shots to hit. We got to give him credit for that. Also have to reposition himself. 180. There we go, hitting another one. Marky did a good job with the AWP here on Vertigo. Now, number 4 is going to be Stuko with a 4-kill, 1 versus 3 clutch against Astralis. Garten came very close to beat Astralis in that game. Oh, Mouseport, sorry. My bad. And it was a good one.
But it was very close indeed, and Stico did roll back the years. He pushed on him all, and then we have Glaive now, a 4K 1 versus 2. That's on Overpass. Man, I'm just so happy to see Glaive again finding his groove. I think he's one of the main reasons why Astralis is looking so fierce. He took a little bit of time when he came back, but as we can see it right here, he's got the mechanics down. He's got it ready now.
And next up, we're going on to number 2. We got Frozen here, Mouse Sports fellow, going up against Godsend. It was a 1v2 on Nuke.
And Frozen has been playing well lately for Mousesports. He's doing a fantastic job as of recently, and if he can continue with that, I think Mousesports stands a decent chance tomorrow in the final against Astralis. He will be vital for them. Number 1, though, it is Bimas with a 4K Deagle, and that was a turning point in the game as well. A comeback made for Mousesports by Bimas. He's just fantastic, isn't he?
He's got everything. Look at this, the spray, and then the crosser placement is stellar. He doesn't need to move the mouse. That's the same here, just wait, boom!
Boys, I remember we not being too sure about Bimas. We've seen him, what, 2 times, 3 times on these top 5 plays here? DreamHack Masters.
Who's not too sure about Bimas? Who's not too sure about Bimas? Did I say that?
Weeks ago? Yeah.
I said I wasn't sure about Bimas.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think we
from me.
I think we
Don't
said
try
we
to
needed.
save him. I'm pointing him out specifically.
That's not true.
I think we said we needed to see more of Bimas, and we're seeing more. So what's your problem, James?
Okay, look, I see how you try to gang up on me. I'm going to go back and get the clip. I'll make this work. You two stick together. You huddle and you get your wires all crossed. And you
Do whatever you have to do, James.
I'm going to go do the moment which is needed here because otherwise the DreamHack Masters couldn't take part. I've got to thank all of our amazing sponsors from Monster Energy, Corsair, Intel, MSI, and of course the US Air Force. Without any of those guys, we would not be putting this event on for all the players, all of you guys at home, and giving us work to do during this crazy period in the world. But you've heard it all right now. Tomorrow, it's Grand Finals Day, starting with the European one and then going on to the North American. Best of 5 Grand Finals. They're tough, they're furious, and they are ones that you don't want to miss. They'll bring some amazing Counter-Strike action to your screens, and we will see you when it starts.